Tonight on Middle Tennessee News, Laura Sosh Lightly, a former dean at MTSU, is now suing the university.
A look into the past weekend in Blue Raider sports with a disappointing outcome on the gridiron and another big win inside the Murphy Center.
And a look at how Tennesseans are being impacted by the decreased funding and SNAP benefits.
Good evening and welcome to Middle Tennessee News. I'm Ethan Williams.
And I'm Noah Sershin, joined by Alyssa Battaglia for MTN Weather and Willie Failer from the NTN Sports Den. The former MTSU dean is suing the university after being fired for online comments. Former Dean Laura Sosh Lightly is suing MTSU President Dr. Sidney McPhee along with other administrative employees. Now, the lawsuit was filed 2 months after she was fired from her position in the university's Office of Student Conduct. Sosh Lightly has made a social media post following the shooting of Charlie Kirk, ending her statement by saying that she had, quote, zero sympathy, end quote. Sosh Lightly is claiming that the university caved into political pressure, resulting in her firing. McPhee stated that the post was a disruption and interference to the university, but the lawsuit argues against that claim.
In 21 Rutherford County residents are experiencing cuts this November as the government shutdown continues. As grocery prices continue to rise, many families are relying on SNAP, the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, to put food on the table. But some say the benefits just aren't keeping up. Reporter Bailey Lowe has the story.
SNAP, formerly known as food stamps, helps over 40 million Americans afford groceries each month. But as food prices climb, many say the benefits don't stretch as far as they used to. SNAP payments are based on income, household size, and expenses. The average benefit in Tennessee is around $190 per person each month. But according to the USDA, grocery costs have jumped nearly 25% since 2020. For many families, that means cutting back on fresh produce or meat to make ends meet. Advocates say more funding is needed to match real food prices.
Indirectly, they're important because I know that we have students, for example, here at MTSU who qualify for SNAP benefits. And as a political scientist and a political theorist, I would draw on the works of Thomas Aquinas, a medieval political thinker who would likely tell us, were he in the room and answering your question, that if human beings are distracted from the things that are most important in life because they have to worry too much about things like food and clothing and shelter, then they can't really be the best that human beings can be.
Reporting for Middle Tennessee News, I am Bailey Lowe.
SNAP benefits are starting to come back, but many Americans may not lose their SNAP benefits just yet. But the story is still developing.
A Wisconsin man was arrested by Murfreesboro police on Thursday after being on the run for 2 years. According to the police department, officers responded to a welfare call at a store on Old Fort Parkway where they found a 71-year-old woman who had been abandoned. Paul Benzel had reportedly left his disabled mother along with her dog and all of her belongings. Now, during the investigation, police got a search warrant for a camper in the store's parking lot, where they found Benzel hiding as well as drug paraphernalia. And after searching the camper, police found 10 pounds of marijuana, methamphetamine, and mushrooms along with 2 other dogs. Police then took Benzel into custody before taking him to a hospital to be evaluated for drug use. He was eventually cleared and taken to jail. Benzel has been charged with manufacturing, selling, possessing, and delivering controlled substances including meth, heroin, opiates, LSD, and other unlawful drug paraphernalia. He also faces charges for willful abuse, neglect, or exploitation of adults. He has a bond set at $175,000. Benzel was originally wanted in Wisconsin for a parole violation for child neglect.
The Tennessee Bureau of Investigation is launching an inquiry into the Rutherford County Property Assessor's Office following the errors found in the state report. The TBI has not yet released what they're looking for, but Rutherford County Mayor Joe Carr said there is a potential error at the rate of 25% on 130 parcels. The comptroller showed the state found new buildings that were left off the tax roll, changes to properties filed in the improper tax year, and properties with incorrect square footage, all of which affect tax refunds and billing. Rutherford County Property Assessor Rob Mitchell called the comptroller's report rushed and heavily flawed and is currently denying the claims.
MTSU's Veterans Center, the Charlie and Hazel Daniels Center, is feeling the effects of the shutdown. And as MTN reporter Bridget Cullen found, student beneficiaries are feeling it as well.
Now, over a month into the government shutdown, students at Middle Tennessee State University are feeling the effects. The Charlie and Hazel Daniels Center on campus handles veterans and military families' benefits, helps enrolls military-connected students, and even helps them find employment. However, the government shutdown has brought on new difficulties for the center and the people they serve.
I first heard about the government shutdown 2 weeks ago when I was not getting my I wasn't getting my funds from the VA, and I wondered what happened. Like, oh yeah, the government shut down.
According to the center's director, about 343 people at MTSU are receiving educational benefits from Chapter 35, a GI Bill program which supports the families of disabled veterans.
The people that I know who are receiving Chapter 35 benefits have not gotten paid. It's almost like they were left in the dark, so we're sort of left in the dark until they hear word, then they're able to tell us what's going on. So we're just really just waiting around.
These dependents receive a stipend once a month, which has been delayed nationwide. With the Federal Department of Veterans Affairs hotline being down, the Daniels Center is working to provide clarity and peace of mind for the influx of concerned callers worried about missing payments and other concerns brought on by the shutdown. This has been Bridget Cullen with Middle Tennessee News.
All right, Bridget, thanks. And while the shutdown continues, beneficiaries are still left unsure about certain benefits impacted. The center's director said that now they're focused on the road ahead, and that means serving the immediate needs of students and the people they serve.
A Vanderbilt Life Flight helicopter crashed into a field, killing one medical crew member and injuring 2 others on board. No patients were on board the helicopter. Flight nurse Alan Williams of Wilson County died in the accident. Williams recently celebrated 15 years of service with the Vanderbilt Life Flight team. Williams was known for his dedication to flight safety along with his clinical abilities, and he continues to inspire all Life Flight members. Both the other paramedics and the pilot of the helicopter are still in critical condition from the crash.
A suspect in a 2024 homicide case remains in jail as their plea hearing approaches. Accused killer Clinton Lynn Johnson Jr. is preparing for a court appearance later this week. Johnson's case was passed to the Rutherford County grand jury earlier this year. Johnson was taken into custody for unrelated drug charges just 3 days after the murder. In August, a Rutherford County grand jury charged Johnson with first-degree murder and aggravated robbery. He remains in the Rutherford County Adult Detention Center as he awaits his plea hearing. Johnson's hearing is set for this Thursday.
An investigation is underway following one seriously injured outside of the Davidson County Courthouse in Nashville earlier today. Officers were called to the scene just before 9 this morning for a shots fired call. A woman was grazed by a bullet during an argument outside of the courthouse. Metro Police say that she was hit in the shoulder and taken to Vanderbilt Medical Center. The shooter fled the area in a Dodge Journey. Investigators are interviewing witnesses and checking surveillance footage as the search continues. And here we have Alyssa with today's weather in the MTN Weather Center. I saw some snow as I was leaving my apartment today, Alyssa. Is winter making a sneak peek in all of Tennessee?
It definitely seems to be, Ethan. So today actually marks our first flurry of the season in all surrounding towns. Going back and forth between a little bit of snow and being overcast for the rest of the day, try to enjoy it while it lasts. Today, we were seeing the 20% chance of snow early in Murfreesboro, and for the rest of the day, it'll be mostly cloudy with a high of 38. In Manchester and McMinnville, we see a high of 35 with a slow wind gust and mostly cloudy when it's not snowing. Shelbyville has flurries until 3 p.m. with a high of 37, and Smithville stops snowing before 7 p.m. with a high of 34. Mount Juliet will also be snowing for most of the day, on and off with a high of 38. We do not see a snow day yet, but Tennessee is getting ready for the winter season just a little bit early. Back to you, Ethan.
Thank you, Alyssa, and be sure to stick around to take a look at how Murfreesboro Police are implementing ways to make the city more secure.
Hey, it's Chris Jansen, and you're watching Middle Tennessee News.
Okay, Adam, let's get a quick mic check.
Yeah, sure. Blue Raider Extra Point is live at the Hall of Fame.
Hey, you and Dylan are gonna be on camera too this week, all right?
All right, got it.
Lightning! Hey, Lightning! You can come watch us.
Oh, is that Lightning?
Hey, even better, why don't you come join us?
Oh, hey, Lightning, what's up?
Better yet, you can take Noah's spot.
The new host of Blue Raider Extra Point, the one, the only Lightning.
The stars come to Middle Tennessee State University, and students come here to become stars, no matter what they pursue. We're the only college of media and entertainment in the world, just outside the heart of Nashville.
Mic check, 1, 2, everybody listen. When you do it like this, ain't no competition. I'm talking B.I.G., VIP. Treat them like a front row seat and make them pay attention. If I shoot for the 3, then I ain't never missing. Cranking up the degrees like I was in the kitchen. Can't lose, got too much to prove. And when you do it all, it get too hard to do it.
Our curriculum and facilities are cutting edge, and our relationships with industry leaders give students an edge over the competition. Check it out! You can get real-world experience with degrees in recording industry, media arts, journalism and strategic media, and more. Media and entertainment at Middle Tennessee State University.
I help people.
I create music. I shape the future.
I am an entrepreneur.
I inspire people with more than words.
I ride forward. The sky is not my limit.
Find your blue at MTSU.
Hi, I'm Tennis Sandgren, and you're watching MTN Sports.
Oh, you all right? Say hi to Becca for me.
Hey, Greg. Thanks for the extra delivery this week.
Welcome back to Middle Tennessee News. I'm Ethan Williams. DeKalb County is joining the ever-growing list of counties in the Tennessee Advanced Communications Network. The Tennessee Department of Safety and Homeland Security welcomed DeKalb County at a reveal ceremony in the Community Complex Auditorium. The decision will provide first responders with reliable communication in the county and allow for smoother daily operations. DeKalb County Mayor Matt Addock and State Representative Michael Hall were in attendance for the ceremony.
The Murfreesboro Police Department is expanding their real-time crime center hours to boost public safety. The department is expanding a year after launching its real-time crime center. Police Chief Michael Bowen announced that additional staff have been hired to extend the center's hours into the evening. The center primarily operated with daytime shifts, but the expansion allows for an on-call technician to access the systems and relay critical information to officers in the field. Murfreesboro is now looking ahead to more cutting-edge tools to improve real-time intelligence for officers.
A local PE teacher is being recognized statewide, not just for teaching fitness, but for the way she builds confidence and community among her students. One teacher at Homer Pittard Campus School is making an impact that reaches beyond the gym.
At Homer Pittard Campus School, PE isn't just about exercise. For students here, it's a class that teaches confidence, teamwork, and leadership.
This is where they get to explore skills. They get to explore throwing and catching, hockey, tennis, badminton, on a team. And so my job is just to expose them to all those things to know if they have a love for it or not.
She's teaching us how to keep us healthy and safe. And so, she's trying to keep our blood healthy, and she's trying to keep us more athletic.
Power says Homer Pittard is big on students' hands-on experience.
We are very big on giving our students experiences, so we want everything to just be student-led and really big, so that way when they leave here, they're very well-rounded, but they're also leaders. So we give them a lot of responsibility because we want them to leave here confident and leaders.
Erin Powers was recently named the 2026 Elementary Teacher of the Year.
I have been so honored, and just it's a little humbling too, because I just think of myself as a PE teacher. But I do work so hard. So it's really nice to see that my hard work and dedication is seen by others. And so I felt really blessed to be named that.
Bella, for this great reminder that teachers can make an impact far beyond the classroom.
An elementary school teacher has been arrested following threats against another educator. First grade teacher Jill Haynes was arrested following a confrontation between her and another teacher at Stewart's Creek Elementary School. The encounter escalated and led to a criminal investigation. Detective Blake Shaw said that Haynes cornered the other teacher with a paper cutter, allegedly threatening to send the other teacher to the emergency room. Haynes was arrested on charges of aggravated assault and false imprisonment. Haynes has been released on a $6,000 bond. The Rutherford County Sheriff's Department is still investigating.
Middle Tennessee State University is known for its sprawling flat campus, homemade chocolate milk, and lucky blue horseshoe. But after a recent ESPN football broadcast, a masked MTSU man is swooping social media. Brett Walker has the story.
They see him everywhere.
Saw him drive by on a scooter, with his cape flying behind him and everything, so that was kind of funny.
Lurking on the campus's highest perches, a watchful observer over Middle Tennessee State University.
I've seen him almost every day in the garage, late nights. Very cool interactions, usually a lot of photos.
He's the MTSU Batman, and his legend is growing. A previously little-known commodity, the campus's caped crusader is quickly becoming a prominent figure both on and off university grounds. Last week, ahead of the MTSU versus Jacksonville State football broadcast, ESPN2 producers captured the bat for a brief promotional shoot ahead of the game. The national TV broadcast highlighted the hero's activities and catapulted the vigilante into viral status on social media.
I really liked seeing myself on TV for the first time. It was very cool. All over Twitter, there were people talking about it. I saw one person say that I was like mainstream now. I'm not sure how true that is, but it was fun to see.
A sophomore at MTSU, the man behind the mask asked to keep his alter ego a secret, but opened up about his hobby. The 20-year-old English major says he's been cosplaying for half a decade and first donned Batman's cowl 3 years ago. He's worn over a dozen versions of the Batsuit, with the current model comprised of EVA foam, urethane rubber, and outsourced items from various replica companies. The suit's current form costs over $1,000 in total and is complete with 12 functioning utility belt gadgets. His love for the character runs deep, dating back to the animated Batman movies of the 1990s and the Lego Batman video games of the 2010s. Yet the Dark Knight's love for others is what drives him to leave the Batcave each morning.
I love you too.
When he's not patrolling campus, the MTSU Batman can be found visiting local elementary schools for charity events and lurking around his local comic book store, hoping to spread even more joy in his community.
My main goal is to make people smile. That's all I want. Whether they are laughing with me because it's a silly thing that I'm doing, or they're laughing at me because they think it's stupid. Either way, I'm bringing joy to people. And when they're laughing at me, they're not laughing at the person underneath the costume. They're laughing at Batman.
While MTSU's Garage Guardian hasn't stopped any crime just yet, his shadowing presence is already making a difference on campus.
Feel extra safe, like super safe. I just know he has my back.
Reporting from MTSU, I'm Brett Walker, Middle Tennessee News.
Thank you, Brett. And if you want more from the MTSU Batman, he was recently a guest on Blue Raider Extra Point, our football show. It's College Game Day done the Murfreesboro way. You can also follow him at the Complex Cave on Instagram and TikTok. As we take another look at the weather tonight, Alyssa, is going to continue snowing well into tomorrow.
So unfortunately not, Ethan. All flurries are supposed to stop this evening completely, but instead we are seeing wind gusts up to 20 miles per hour all over Tennessee for the rest of the night. Later in Murfreesboro, we will see some clear skies with a low of 21. We see a low of 19 in Manchester, McMinnville, and Shelbyville tonight, as well as having wind gusts and being mostly cloudy. Mount Juliet will be right in between with a low of 20, but we'll also see the same wind gusts and cloudy skies all throughout the night. If you have not started already, it is a great night to stay in with a hot chocolate curled under a blanket and a Christmas movie on with some loved ones. Right back to you, Ethan.
Thank you, Alyssa, and be sure to stick around to Middle Tennessee News, because coming up we have an update from all MTSU athletics, and Alyssa Battaglia will be back with our full 5-day forecast.
Hey, it's Chris Jansen, and you're watching Middle Tennessee News.
Okay, Adam, let's get a quick mic check.
Yeah, sure. Blue Raider Extra Point is live at the Hall of Fame.
Hey, you and Dylan are gonna be on camera too this week, all right?
All right, got it.
Lightning! Hey, Lightning! You can come watch us.
Oh, is that Lightning?
Hey, even better, why don't you come join us?
Oh, hey, Lightning, what's up?
Better yet, you can take Noah's spot.
The new host of Blue Raider Extra Point, the one, the only Lightning.
We do it. The stars come to Middle Tennessee State University, and students come here to become stars, no matter what they pursue. We do it all. We're the only college of media and entertainment in the world, just outside the heart of Nashville.
Look, mic check, 1, 2, everybody listen. When you do it like this, ain't no competition. I'm talking B.I.G., VIP. Treat them like a front row seat and make them pay attention. If I shoot for the 3, then I ain't never missing. Cranking up the degrees like I was in the kitchen. Can't lose, got too much to prove. And when you do it all, it get too hard to do it.
Our curriculum and facilities are cutting edge, and our relationships with industry leaders give students an edge over the competition. Check it out. You can get real-world experience with degrees in recording industry, media arts, journalism and strategic media, and more. Media and entertainment at Middle Tennessee State University.
I help people.
I create music. I shape the future.
I am an entrepreneur.
I inspire people with more than words.
I ride forward. The sky is not my limit.
Find your blue at MTSU.
Hi, I'm Tennis Sandgren, and you're watching MTN Sports.
Oh, you all right? Say hi to Becca for me.
Hey, Greg. Thanks for the extra delivery this week.
Welcome back to Middle Tennessee News. We're going to take things over to Alyssa in the MTN Weather Center for our full 5-day forecast. Alyssa, it's been so hot and cold recently. Is this supposed to continue?
It really has been all over the place, Ethan, and it does not look like it'll be getting any more consistent this week, except for maybe the cooler nights we're already seeing this season. Seems like Tennessee will go back to sunny with a little bit of wind for that high of 50. And later that night, we'll get a low of 25 with clear skies. Wednesday will also be sunny skies, but start to get foggy that night, spinning with a high of 65 and a low of 36. Thursday will just be as warm with that high of 65, but more consistent fog throughout the day, leading to a cloudy night with a low 43. This Friday feels like summer is making a comeback as we will see a high of 72 and sunshine with a low of 50. Now later that night we will see no clouds in the sky, but do expect light rain all throughout the weekend. Saturday starts with this warm weather again at a high of 73, but hits us with a 30% chance of showers, while Sunday will stay high to 70 degrees, but even more rain at 50% chance all day. Back to you, Ethan.
Thank you, Alyssa. And right after this break, we'll toss it to Willie Failer, and he'll give us a look at all things Blue Raider athletics. Middle Tennessee News will be right back.
Hey, it's Chris Jansen, and you're watching Middle Tennessee News.
Okay, Adam, let's get a quick mic check.
Yeah, sure. Blue Raider Extra Point is live at the Hall of Fame.
Hey, you and Dylan are gonna be on camera too this week, all right?
All right, got it.
Lightning! Hey, Lightning! You can come watch us.
Oh, is that Lightning?
Hey, even better, why don't you come join us?
Oh, hey, Lightning, what's up?
Better yet, you can take Noah's spot.
The new host of Blue Raider Extra Point, the one, the only Lightning.
We do it. The stars come to Middle Tennessee State University, and students come here to become stars, no matter what they pursue. We do it all. We're the only college of media and entertainment in the world, just outside the heart of Nashville.
Look, mic check, 1, 2, everybody listen. When you do it like this, ain't no competition. I'm talking B.I.G., VIP. Treat them like a front row seat and make them pay attention. If I shoot for the 3, then I ain't never missing. Cranking up the degrees like I was in the kitchen. Can't lose, got too much to prove. And when you do it all, it get too hard to do it.
Our curriculum and facilities are cutting edge, and our relationships with industry leaders give students an edge over the competition. Check it out! You can get real-world experience with degrees in recording industry, media arts, journalism and strategic media, and more. Media and entertainment at Middle Tennessee State University.
I help people.
I create music. I shape the future.
I am an entrepreneur.
I inspire people with more than words.
I ride forward. The sky is not my limit.
Find your blue at MTSU.
Hi, I'm Tennis Sandgren, and you're watching MTN Sports.
Oh, you all right? Say hi to Becca for me.
Hey, Greg. Thanks for the extra women this week.
Welcome to the MTN Sports Den. I'm Willie Failer. MTSU football played host to Florida International this weekend as it searched for its first conference win of the year. Blue Raiders started out strong, putting up a touchdown in the first quarter, but lost it here in the second quarter as true freshman running back DJ Taylor lost it and linebacker Johnny Chaney picked it up for Florida International. This started a drive of 3 straight 5-play drives for Florida International, with this being the third in a row as running back Keyshawn Owens punches it in from 1 yard out to put the Panthers up 21-7. Nick Vadiato seen here, finding A.J. Jones from 5 yards out to get the Blue Raiders back into it, and a field goal late in the first half made it 21-17 before the break. Coming out of the break, the Panthers offense got kind of hot under quarterback Joe Pizanski, as here he finds Alex Perry for 20 yards out in the back of the end zone, and Pizanski once again looking to do something, but cornerback Jackson Lowe getting the interception, the first of his collegiate career. Blue Raiders offense was able to take advantage of the turnover as Vadiato found Miles Butler on a 5-yard slant, bringing them back into it. Just about a one-possession game, but Pizanski wasn't done for the Panthers. Dropping back finds tight end Dallas Payne from 30 yards out, pretty much sealing the deal. And then safety Brian Blades was able to come up pretty big here as Vadiato drops back. Blades coming in and picks it off. That pretty much sealed the deal for Florida International, setting up Pizanski to come back once again, who earned Conference USA Player of the Week honors. And here we find him getting that 5th touchdown of the day, so the Panthers running away with it over the Blue Raiders. And while Blue Raiders football struggled on Saturday, MTSU fans had an opportunity to flush it pretty quickly as men's basketball hosted Division III Webster. Things started out strong for the Blue Raiders on offense as senior guard Trey Green got 4 threes, all 12 of his points on the day from 3 from that right wing. And then newcomer point guard Javin Carter getting a career-high 14 points. There we see a little bit of shake and bake as he gets to the rack. Pretty good move there for Carter. And now we see Carter bringing it down, and Chris Loof going to set up on the block, back to the basket, layup in. Good play there for the Blue Raiders. And once again, Alec Oglesby, shooting guard after missing last year, gets the steal, and the alley-oop to Jared Hall, punching it home for the Blue Raiders. Pretty strong outing overall. And now we see point guard Sean Smith, a transfer from Western Illinois, looking to make something happen on offense. Going to be the main facilitator for the Blue Raiders this year. And there we see him getting a down low to Torrey Alston. Alston up, gets his own rebound, and it goes back up once again. Blue Raiders ended up coming out on top 109-56 in a pretty big win over Webster. With a trip to the Veterans Cup tournament this weekend, Blue Raider hockey was in for a pretty big treat. With a round-robin format, MTSU started out with a rematch against the Tennessee Vols Division III hockey team.
Siciliano, he's got wheels. Siciliano,
Blue Raiders hockey started out with Matt Siciliano finding Lyndon Palmer, punching it over to Tommy Chunchkov, who slammed it home for their first goal on the weekend. Then things got over to J.J. Landers, who got the steal, came across the blue line, and able to find the back of the net. Pretty big spot for the Blue Raiders there, jumping out 2-0 against the Vols. Next up, Ethan DeMumbrum looking around, finding Anthony Banis, and Banis finds the back of the net as well. Blue Raiders 3 goals in the first period against the Vols. Pretty big start for them at the Veterans Cup. Along with that, DeMumbrum once again finds Ogle, and Ogle puts it in the back, and that's 4-0 for the Blue Raiders, absolutely dominating the Vols. Things finished out with Matt Siciliano from way deep getting it in. Might have been tipped, might have not. I think Matt's going to tell you that one hit from the blue line. Success didn't stop there.
As easy of a game as it was, the first time we played them. So, coming in, it was just our mindset to make sure that we were playing up to our own level and not sinking down to the level of our competition, and ensuring that we were doing everything we needed to do to be a really solid team this weekend.
Success didn't stop there for the Blue Raiders as they met up with the Kennesaw State Owls in the Veterans Cup Championship. Things started out for them as Lyndon Palmer sniped it to start it off from pretty deep in the offensive end, but got things started early in what turned out to be quite the offensive performance for the Blue Raiders. We're going to skip ahead 2 goals towards the end of the first period. Defenseman Yuli Lima getting in. Pretty rare occurrence for the Blue Raiders. Lima turning in his first career hat trick in the game. Matt Siciliano coming up and gets it through. That's the 9th goal of the game for MTSU. We're going to skip ahead to the end of the match. Blue Raiders looking for their 67th shot, and that time able to get it in. Their 13th goal scored by Keenan Roses. What a performance by the Blue Raiders, and they were pretty excited for that 67th shot as we see them hitting the 6-7 on the way back to the bench.
A lot of people saying 6-7 and doing this, a lot of that going on. I think after we got the 67th shot, there was a lot of people, which was actually a goal by Keenan Roses, but there's a lot of memes going around after that.
With a brand new starting 5, the Lady Raiders have found some early success. So far, MTSU has started out 2-0 with wins over Tennessee State and St. Louis University. The Blue Raiders squeaked by the Tigers in the season opener after big performances from some young players. Freshman Blair Bogus had 10 points and 12 rebounds in her collegiate debut, while sophomore guard Savannah Davis led the Blue Raiders in scoring with 16. Last Thursday, MTSU hit the road to St. Louis to face off with the Billikens. Bogus posted another double-double with 13 and 11 on the way to a 73-55 victory. Up next for head coach Rick Insell and the new-look Lady Raiders, a road trip to Cookeville to take on in-state rival Tennessee Tech before going to the Lone Star State to square off with a former Conference USA foe, the Rice Owls. MTSU will return to the Murphy Center on November 20th as they host one of the biggest games in Murfreesboro in a few years as the Tennessee Lady Vols are coming to town. Back to you, Ethan.
Thank you so much, Willie, and thank you for joining us at Middle Tennessee News. If you've missed this or any show, you can watch them on our website, as well as special edition packages and entertainment pieces. I'm Ethan Williams, joined by Noah Sershin, Alyssa Battaglia, and MTN Weather, and Willie Failer from the MTN Sports Den.
And make sure you follow us on all of our social media sites on Facebook /Middle Tennessee News or at Middle Tennessee News on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. We'll see you Wednesday for our next show. Bye.